Rack, you want to pull up just a little bit? And then you can go right back next to her.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. They're replacing our back wall, so we had to put everything in here.
I feel like we have, what is your shirt say? The pretty kind. And mine says it's been one hell of a year. You know.
I don't know, I like it. I like it. I like the dynamic there. That's nice. It's very nice.
The best.
It has. I actually would, yeah, like if I had that shirt, that's probably the shirt I would have got. Yeah.
It has definitely been one hell of a year.
It's been a yoga year.
Yeah.
Yes, thank goodness, right?
Yep. How old is Bob?
All of them. I didn't make one food reference Tuesday night, I don't think. So.
No, you didn't.
Maybe fries? No.
I didn't. Nope, nothing about fries, nothing about nuts.
Well, yeah, I just being like, I have to be far away from people. Being a weirdo. Yeah. Yeah, like driving my car hardly started this morning.
Because you haven't
Because
gone.
I haven't driven now.
Did you get any block?
I got 2 new blocks and a new.
Oh, look at you!
And my husband got me a new.
And you got a mat?
Oh, yes. Have you used it yet? No.
Oh, another Manduka in the room.
yeah.
We like it. We like it.
They kind of stink.
Well, I can't exactly smell.
Oh, here we
That'll be a while.
All right, so go ahead and grab one block, and then we're gonna start on our backs. Yeah, I should know your thing by now. Oh, sorry. Yes! Ha-ha! It's over your password. Wonderful. All right, so go ahead and get comfy. You can have your feet on the floor. You can have your legs extended out. Hands in whatever position feels more comfortable for you. You just set the block off to the side for right now. And once you get in a comfortable position, start to deepen your breath. So nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale. Nice and full. Nice full breath in. And out. As you breathe, start to move your awareness throughout your body. Checking in with all your little areas, so your feet, ankles, your knees, hips, all the way up into the shoulders, the neck, the head. And then tracing it back down through the body. Keeping that nice full breath in and out. Steady. Trying to get them as equal as possible. Move that awareness from your body and your breath into your mental state, asking yourself, how do I feel today? What's a word that would best describe that? Maybe the best word is blah. Maybe it's excited for the new year, excited for the ending of this year. Snaps for that. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. And if they aren't already, go ahead and extend your legs out nice and long. Reach both arms up overhead. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, bring both knees into your chest. Hands go underneath the knees to start. Just rock side to side. Shoulders relaxing on the mat. We'll take the left foot to the floor. Hands go behind the right thigh and just begin to bend and straighten this right leg. Point and flex the toes. Roll the ankle around a little bit. Right foot will go down. We'll bring the left knee into the chest, switching off. Hands go behind the leg, just getting that little feedback from the hamstrings and the hips. And then we'll set the left foot onto the floor. Go ahead and grab your block. Place your block in between your thighs. Bring your thumbs to your rib cage, your middle fingers to your hip bones, and kind of pull these 2 points towards one another. And then I want you to inhale, open these points up towards the ceiling. Kind of arch the back slightly. And then exhale, round, pull these 2 points together, slight tuck in the tailbone. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale. It's almost like a laying on your back cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. Go 1 more. And then that last exhale, when you pull these 2 points together, go ahead and lift the hips off the floor. Squeeze the block, root down into your feet. We'll bring both hands up towards the ceiling. Pull back on the left fingers and the right. Just roll the wrist around a little bit. Pop open the hands and squeeze, make a fist. Keep squeezing the block. And then I want you just to lift your toes off the floor. So keep the ball of the foot and the heel on the ground and just lift the toes up and try to spread the toes out. And then set them back down onto the floor. Still squeezing the block, so rooting down into your feet, but think of it more of a hip lift versus a back bend. So the ribs are still pulled down into the body. We'll reach the arms up and over, allow the backs of the hands to rest towards the floor. Still squeezing the block, inhale here. Exhale, we'll bring the hands by our sides, palms on the ground. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale. We'll go 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Nice. Now I want you to grab the block, remove the block, but keep the hips lifted. Right? So feel those glutes turning on. I want you to bring your right foot towards the center line and then lift your left knee up into your chest. Flex your left foot. Woof. Feel your glutes fire on. Push into the right foot. Keep the left knee going up towards your chest. And then extend your left foot up towards the ceiling. Grab the edges of your mat like you're going to pull it apart. Root down into the right foot, lift up with the left foot a little bit more, breathe. And then exhale, release the hips to the floor, keep the left leg lifted. We'll extend the right leg out nice and long so the legs make an L shape. And then we'll do little pulses with the left leg up towards your chest. So both feet are flexed like you're standing on it. You're rooting down into that right heel onto the floor. And then I want you to pulse up and hold there. And then we'll bend that left knee, set it down onto the ground. Right foot's gonna slide back in, so both feet are flat on the mat. And then we'll lift the hips once more, go to the other side. So we're gonna shimmy, smoosh that left foot into the middle and bring the right knee into the chest. Whew. Now my left glute likes to sleep on me a lot, so I want you to really push into your left foot and bring that right knee into the chest. You can grab the edges of your mat. You can have your elbows bent, palms facing each other, or you can just hold the floor for dear life. Go ahead and extend the right foot up towards the ceiling. Keep the foot flexed. Keep pushing into the left foot as you lift up with the right foot, and then slowly lower the hips down. Extend the left leg out, and then little pulses with the right leg. Don't say I don't do anything nice for y'all. Try to get that back body really fired up. Today's class, we're going to do some sun salutations, which we typically kind of sprinkle them out throughout practice. Go ahead and lift the right leg, hold there. Bend the knees, set it down onto the floor. Bring the left foot in to meet the right foot. Open up the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. For today's class, I want us to do a couple in a row. Get a nice flow going. Get some heat building. Burn off all this BS from 2020. We'll bring the knees together. And then we'll bring the hands behind the head. You're going to take a deep inhale down below. Exhale as you lift the shoulder blades off the floor. Let the head relax to the hands as much as you can. Really pushing down into the feet. I want you to do a little turn to the left. Right? And then extend the left leg up at an angle. Flexing the left foot. And reaching up with that right elbow towards the foot. Bring the foot down. Inhale, lower all the way. Exhale, lift you up. Little twist to the left, extend the left leg. We go to the left first. Inhale, come all the way down. Exhale, lift you up. Twist, extend. Foot comes down, you come down. The extension is optional. Exhale up. Your choice. Take the foot down, you come down. We'll go 4 more. I promise my New Year's resolution is to actually count. Just kidding. Inhale and lower. Exhale up. Twist and left. Foot comes down, you
Just
come
so
up.
it's not to get left and right.
Right. To actually learn which one is which, right? and we'll come down. And then this last one, we're gonna come up. We're gonna twist. Maybe extend your left leg. Make a fist with your right hand and punch up towards the foot. Punch up a little bit more. Then I want you to lift your left foot, tap your hand, and then come all the way down. Whew, nice. Rest here for a few breaths. And then we're gonna pack up and go to the other side. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifts. Little twist to the right and extend the right leg. Hi-ya. Inhale, comes down. Exhale, up. Little twist, extend. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Twist and extend. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Make sure you're not yanking on your neck. You're thinking about, okay, let me try to get my shoulder blades up as much as possible. It's a lot harder than you think. And then extend. Go 3 more. Why does this side feel so much harder? Inhale, lower. Last one, exhale up. Hold up. Left hand's gonna punch up towards the foot. Try to come up as much as we can. Tap foot, hand, and down. Woo. That was our little high five with your own foot. You know, just woohoo, yay. I want you to extend your legs up in the air. Give them a little shake out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the hands and the arms. Woo. And then bend the knees. Point your toes. Bring your hands onto the tops of your thighs. I want you to push into your thighs as your thighs push into your hand. With 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Very nice. And we're going to crisscross the ankles. We're going to kind of rock up and back, and then all the way up and over. Have the block with you. If you need something for your knees, go ahead and bring it in there. Nice. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers out nice and wide. We're going to keep the toes curled under. Just kind of open up the bottoms of the feet. Keep the ribs pulled in nice and tight. Look in between your thumbs. Pull the chin in a little bit. And just hold here for a moment. Feel nice and strong. Gripping the mat with the fingertips. Pushing the hands into the mat. And then on an inhale, I want you to soften the heart towards the floor. Keep the gaze down at your thumbs. Kind of pull the shoulder blades together. Then exhale, round the spine, puff the upper back, look back at your knees, and sit back ever so slightly like a child's pose. Inhale, come more to a neutral position, release the chest down, release between the shoulder blades, drop the head. And then exhale, round, sit back a little bit. Nice. Inhale, do an actual cat or cow. And look up or forward. Exhale, round. We'll go 1 more. Exhale. Nice. Now I want you to take your right toes to the back of the mat and just kind of push back and forth on the toes. And then we'll come back to center. So you're pushing forward on your foot. Lift your right leg up. Keep the belly pulled in. We'll extend our left arm alongside your ear. So you've got somebody like pulling you from one side and the other. Push into your right hand. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, we'll round the spine. Bring the elbow to the knee. Get a little wobble, wobble. Inhale, reach back out. Exhale, pull it in. We're going for 5. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale, exhale. 1. I want you to go back out. Left hand will come down. Right knee will come in. Inhale, soften the heart towards the floor. Look forward or up. Exhale, round the spine. Push the mat away. Nice. Come to a neutral position. Left toes go to the back of the mat. We're going to push forward and back on these toes. Come back to a neutral position. We'll lift that left leg up. Don't worry about lifting it super high. Try to keep the belly pulled in. Take your right arm alongside the ear. Now the arm is optional. You can just take it to the front of the mat on your fingertips. You can just come to the fingertips or keep both of them down. And just hold. Otherwise, on your exhale, we'll begin to move. Elbow will come towards the knee. We'll round the spine. Inhale, expands you back out. Woo. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Nice. We're going to expand out. Right hand will come down, left knee will come in. Woo, knees out wide, big toes together, sit back, child's pose. Bless, bless. Hips go back towards the heels, hands can be on the floor. You can also bring the elbows in, palms to touch. Whatever works best for you. And if child's pose feels crummy, guess what? You don't have to do it. You can come to a seat. You can stay in a tabletop position. Whatever works for you. Nice. Back toe curled under for a little extra support. If you need something underneath your knees like I do, pop it in there. You're gonna come on up, we'll bring both arms up. We're going to grab your right wrist with your left fingers. We'll reach up and then over to the left. Really rooting into our feet so we can lift up and over. We'll come back to center. Bring the hands back down. And then kind of bend the elbows. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Couple more. And then we're gonna bring the right hand forward, left hand on the hip. We'll take it down to the ground. Exhale, we'll twist the torso to the left and extend the left arm up. Nice. You can look up at your hand, you can look down at the floor. Nice big breath. If you need to have a block underneath your right hand, you can. Next exhale brings the left hand down. Lift the right knee up. And then again, if you need to have blocks underneath your hands, you can. Come to fingertips, whatever works best for you. You'll bend the knee, inhale, look at the top of your mat, and then exhale, begin to straighten that left leg. Stay up high on the back of the right foot. If you need to hop that right foot in a little bit, you can. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Okay, so go 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now this next time you'll inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, we'll straighten the front leg and then bend the back leg. It's like this weird hybrid runner's lunge. I don't know. Lift your left toes off the floor. That's going to really intensify the stretch. Do it at your own discretion. Left foot goes back down. Bend the left knee. Right knee goes back down. Woo. Left knee goes back to meet the right. Plant the hands. Inhale, soften the heart. Exhale, rounds the spine, lifts you up into downward dog. Woo. Very nice. Feel free to play around with your downward dog as much as you want to. You can take your feet to the edges of your mat. You can walk your hands to the edges of your mat. And if you want to lift the leg, by all means. You want to do a little twisty twist, grab opposite feet. You can do that too. 2 more breaths here. I'm gonna switch things up than I normally do. I want you to look in between your thumbs, bend your knees, and take a little hop forward. It doesn't have to be big. And then start to tiptoe your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Have the feet towards the top, little space in between them. Bend your knees, bring the hands to your hips, and then we'll come right up to standing. Nice. Making sure your feet are really rooted down into the floor. We're gonna start with our sun salutations. So rooting into the mat, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach forward and down towards the floor. Can look in between your toes here. Take a breath, in and out. Planting the hands, we'll step the left foot back. Take the left knee down. Inhale, reaches both arms up. High lunge, or low lunge. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Lift your left knee up, step your right foot back. Whew. And then release the knees, untuck the toes. Lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Roll the shoulders back, keep the hands on the floor, press down at the tops of the feet, look at the top of your mat, pull the elbows together, real low cobra here. Exhale, releases you back down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, lift the heart up, looking towards the top of your mat. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift up and back into downward dog. Inhale the right leg up into the air. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, step it either in between your hands or to the outside of your foot, and then smoosh it in. Using that power of the back foot, push that left foot forward to meet the right into a forward fold. Whew. Bend the knees, hands come to the hips. Inhale, up to standing. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward and down. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, look right in front of your mat. Exhale, plants the hands, step the right foot back, right knee comes down. Nice. Inhale, both arms up, low lunge. Exhale the hands to the floor. Lift the right knee up, step the left foot back to meet the right. Breathe here in your plank pose, everyone's favorite pose, right? Woo, woo. If 2020 was a pose, right? Take the knees down. Untuck the toes, lower yourself all the way down. Or maybe it's chaturanga.
Chaturanga.
Yeah, I was going to say. You hear that, Audrey? Squeeze the elbows in towards the center. Push into the hands, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift yourself up. And then I want you to take your hands from the mat and realize that it's your back muscles that are lifting you and not your hands. Hands come down, curl the toes, lift up and back into downward dog. At any point you need to take a child's pose in lieu of a downward dog, please feel free. Whew. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Either step it in between the hands or to the outside and shimmy that bad boy in. And then pushing into your right toes, step that right foot forward to meet the left. Whew. Bend the knees, hands to hips. Inhale, up to standing. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Nice. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Hands come to the floor. Little bend in the knees here. Hands to shins. Inhale, look right at the top of your mat. Exhale, plant the hands. Right foot goes back. Right knee goes down. Inhale, both arms up, low lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Lift the right knee, step the left foot back for plank. Option to just go right into downward dog or release the knees down, untuck the toes, Lower yourself down. Inhale, roll the shoulders. Inhale, you can come up a little bit more if that feels okay. If it feels a little crummy on the low back, then stay lower. Curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Woo! Really building some heat now. Lift that right leg up. Exhale, pull the knee in, step it to the outside of the hand, and shimmy it in. Use that back foot, push off, and lift that left foot forward to meet the right. Fold. Wait to heel toe your feet a little bit more than your mat. Bend your knees, grab opposite elbows, and just kind of sway for a moment. We interrupt your shorts break and your sun salutations for a nice sway.
It's appreciated.
Again, don't say I didn't do that nice to you.
It's a brief sway.
A brief sway. Bring the hands down, heel toe the feet a little closer to each other, bend the knees, hands come to the hips, inhale up. Whew. Reach the arms up. Take the hands back by your sides. Close the eyes, take a couple breaths. Feel where the energy's moving, feel the heat. Bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Keep them up there. Exhale, shift the weight back, bend the knees, come into chair pose. Everyone's favorite, right? Look down at your toes, make sure you can still see them. And the weight is going back into the heels, so that really, the butt's the one's holding you here. Pull the low belly in, a little tuck. And then exhale, fold over your legs. Whew. Head towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, bring the hands to the shins, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, plant the hands. This time we'll step the right foot back. Take the right knee down. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Lift the right knee, step the left foot back to meet the right for plank. Release the knees to the floor, untuck the toes, and lift the chin up so you're not letting the head drop towards the floor. And then nice and slow, lower yourself down. Whew. Press down on the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift, low cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, lift up and back, downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, step the foot in between your hands if you want, or if you want to take it to the outside, you're welcome to do so. We'll go ahead and release the left knee down. Just switch it up a little bit for you guys. Reach both arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Lift the left knee, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Hands come to the hips, inhale, back up. Woo. Nice. Lisa was already going there. Inhale, reach up. Whoops. Exhale, hands come to prayer.
Whoopsie.
We should do a Simon Says yoga class. I think that'd be fun.
That'd be great.
There are times when I left and right, and you're like, oh, Simon Says. I mean, isn't it already kind of like that?
Yeah.
Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, sit back chair pose. Now we're gonna add a little bit to this chair because, I mean, it's not enough already. So keep the lower ribs pulled, or keep the ribs pulled in. Weight in the feet. We need to come up on the right toes. Yee, calf. Hello. Take it down, left toes. And the other, right? And both. Woo. Yee. Take them down, fold over. Woo. Forehead towards the floor. Inhale, halfway, bring the hands to the shins, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands. We're gonna step the left foot back, take the left knee down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot back to meet the left for plank. Release the knees, untuck the toes, lower yourself down. Very nice. Inhale, lifts you up, low cobra. Press down on the tops of the toes. Exhale, up and back, downward dog. We're gonna take 2 breaths here. We're gonna lift the left leg up to the air. Exhale, pull the knee into your chest, step it in between your hands or to the outside. And again, you might have to smoosh it around a little bit, that's okay. Nice, go ahead and release that right knee down to the floor. Inhale, both arms up, low lunge. Nice. Exhale, hands come down. Lift that back knee, step the foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, come up to standing. Reach the arms up. Hands come to prayer. Nice. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a little breaky break. So rooting down into your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, shift the hips back. You can look down at your mat. If it feels okay for your neck, you can look in between your hands. We're gonna lift up onto both toes. Woo. Yee. Take them down, fold over. Head towards the floor. And don't be afraid to keep a bend in the knees here. That's really gonna help open you up more than just jamming the stretch into the hamstrings. Bring the hands up to the shins. Inhale, look at the top of the mat. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back. Right knee comes down. Inhale, both arms up. This time we're gonna hook thumbs. Reach up. And then reach back ever so slightly. Whew. Bring both hands down. Lift the right knee up. Step the left foot back for plank. We're gonna hold. Now, if big plank is not in your party today, take the knees down and just hold there. All right, keep the low belly pulled in, keep pushing into the hands. If you are in full plank, take your feet apart a little bit. Then I want you to tap your right shoulder and your left shoulder. Doop. Keep tapping. If you're in baby plank, you can do this too. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Both knees come down. Woo. Untuck the toes. Lower yourself all the way down. Make a pillow with your hand. Turn your head to either side. Bend the knees, windshield wiper the feet. Whew. Come back to center, release the feet down. Bring the hands to the floor. We're gonna push back into child's pose. Knees out wide, big toes together, hands forward. Or you can have the elbows on the floor, bring the palms together, and then bend the elbows so your thumbs hit the back of your neck. Nice. For some people, that's actually an added stretch underneath like the triceps and the armpits. But if it doesn't feel good for you, guess what? You don't have to do it. Bring the hands back forward. We're going to come up onto our forearms. So we're going to switch things up just a smidge. Go ahead and grab opposite biceps and then interlace the fingers. Bring that little baby pinky underneath in so you're not just squishing them. And then notice how your skin rolls when you roll your forearms. You want to roll them out so it's nice and tight. Okay? Tuck your toes and then just hover the knees up for a moment. Okay, really push into the shoulders, or into the forearms, and hug the elbows towards each other. We're gonna lift the hips up, drop the head, and walk the feet to the edges of your mat. Really bending the knees here. Breathe. If you wanna begin to straighten the legs a little bit, you can. See how that feels for you. But if it kind of pushes you forward, then keep the knees bent more. And then try walking your feet in towards your body. Yee.
Like towards your head.
Towards your head. There you go. And then straighten the legs.
Straighten?
Yeah.
Like, stand up?
Not like. So you're like this?
Yeah.
Kind of gonna.
Like Lisa.
Like Lisa. Go ahead and widen your feet out.
In.
Take the knees down. Whew. And come up off the arms for a minute. Just kind of give it a push. It was a try. It wasn't like I had to do it. We don't all have hamstrings like Lisa and I. So we're gonna do that one more time.
If you end up in a somersault, it's okay, right?
Yeah, right? No, it's absolutely fine. I'm gonna have you lift the leg the next time too.
Boy.
So I want to just talk about this for a second. So if you're feeling any kind of pain in that area, then you can just work here, and then just the idea is to, instead of go forward like that, you're trying to push back, so you don't go forward into your hands. So go ahead and lift the hips up. If you feel more comfortable keeping the knees closer to the floor, you can. Now you're gonna take your feet out wide, and then try to walk them close to you, and then lift one leg up into the air. Nice. Okay, bring that foot down. You want to lift the other one? You can if you need to come down for a second, and then lift both. Lift both. I mean, yeah, if you want to try to lift both, feel free. I mean,
if I can. I do 2020 pose.
We can do a little hop switch. There you go. I don't think I can actually come up into it though. Yeah, no.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. With the wall there, I can.
Oh, yeah, we should, utilize the wall.
Headstands. That's our new thing.
Yeah.
We did planks last year. Yeah. This year's headstands.
So,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
if you want to go ahead and try that, you can use that bottom leg. Don't use your top leg. Bottom leg. You'll bend the knee, switch, and then use the bottom leg. You'll switch. Doesn't have to go very high. Yee! Nice. Yeah.
Almost.
It's a lot. Whew. Nice, guys. Very nice. All right, go ahead and come down. Go ahead and sit back. Come up off the arms for a minute.
Hot. Yeah.
I turned the air to 68, just so y'all know.
You knew. I was freezing a while ago.
Were you?
My socks off, and now I'm pretty warm.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna keep with that warm. All right, cool. So we did this in forearm stand, which I want y'all to know is actually harder than what we're about to do. So this next one should be a little easier. So we're gonna come into a downward dog position. We're gonna walk our feet in. Now the big thing here is I want you to make sure your hands are on the floor. So if you come in and your hands start to go, bloop, walk your feet out a little bit more. All right, we're gonna lift a leg. We're gonna do little switches. And you wanna land in a bent knee. So you can keep both knees kind of bent, get a little bounce. There you go. We're just gonna do little handstand switches. Little handstand hops. And if you get that 1 second where both legs are up in the air and you're like, yeah.
That's me every day. All right? That's me every day.
She likes to be a Snapchat. She's like,
2 seconds.
take a break when you need to. I know it feels slightly awkward, but can't be any more awkward than the little like orangutan hops that we did a couple months back. They were so great. So
No.
so instead of using the bottom leg, see what happens if you use your top leg. And you use that as kind of like a lever to woo kick you up. So swing the leg first, Lisa. Swing.
Swing up.
It feels like you're gonna go over.
the top.
Uh-huh.
Swing.
Like that. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, these hoppers
Oh, in here. I really
That's easier. I like that way. It's a little momentum.
It's hopping. I wasn't switching legs.
That's okay. If you're just hopping, that's fine.
Oh.
Or you can just do two. Clap the feet.
You clapped her.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good way to break the football.
True.
There you go. Yay.
That's too good.
Where's that video pointing?
to me, trust me, the only one that sees is Raquel and I.
Okay.
Go ahead and come over onto your butt. If you've got a blanket, go ahead and roll it up and sit on it. If you don't have one, don't worry about it, it's okay. You send your legs out in front of you, give them a little shimmy shake. I want you to bring the right foot in, left foot flex towards your face. Bring the right hand behind us, inhale the left arm up, and then cross it over the arm. Now, if you got a bunch of goods, you gotta get them out of the way, and then maneuver them. Too many Christmas cookies. Chocolate pretzels, wine. Trail mix. Kilo on cheesecake. Peanut M&Ms.
Black jelly beans, which they were my downfall this time.
We're gonna go ahead and come forward. I want you to keep this right foot in. I want you to reach down and grab it. Bring it up. And then take that leg out to the outside. So it's kind of like a happy baby pose. Yep, there we go. Nice. And then we're going to hold onto the foot. We're going to bring the foot in towards your chest. All right, so we're going to cradle the baby. We're going to set this foot right into the left crease. And this might be you, right? Or you're going to take your right arm out to the outside. If you flex your foot, it's a little easier. And then you're going to try to hold the hands, and we're just going to rock the baby. Really, you have long arms. I think you can do it.
No.
Close. Oh, goodies in the way.
Has to be.
We're going to go ahead and take it down. Set the foot on top of this left thigh. Bend your left knee and sit back a little bit for a seated pigeon. Flexing that right foot. Bringing your chest a little closer towards your leg. Whew. And go ahead and extend it out. Uncross, give them a little shake. Then we'll bring the left knee in. Flex the right foot. Left hand's going to go back behind you. Right arm's going to reach up and cross it over. And if having the arm crossed doesn't feel good, you can take your hand on top of the knee and just hold it there. Come back to center. Set this foot a little bit away from you. Hands are going to come on the inside of the thigh or the leg, whatever. And we're going to grab the foot and you're going to hold the foot here. And then we're going to take this foot, futo, put it in the elbow, and maybe just hold like this. Now, if this is too much on the knee, because it is a lot, you can just kind of hold out here. All right, if you want to, you can kind of scoop the scoop. Now, the other thing you have to worry about in this pose specifically is your bone lengths. So, like in low lunge, if you can't get your hands to the floor, it might just be because your shin bone is so much longer than your forearm bone.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
It's always bones if you can't do that.
It is the bones.
That's right.
Blame the bones!
Yeah. Chaturanga. Which bone is that?
I can't do a bone.
Uh-huh.
Feet are going to come in. Grab the ankles. Roll the shoulders back. Look up towards the sky. Then exhale. Lead with your heart and your chin. Forward, forward, forward. And then when you can't go forward anymore, release the head and then walk the hands out in front of you. Nice. Feel that holiday hipness.
Tightness.
Yes, yes. I was in a car a lot this holiday season, so I was like, oh,
That's what I think this was made for.
Yeah.
Was being in the car for too long.
Yeah.
This is,
Then we're going to come up out of it just a little bit. We're going to take the feet forward. And then same thing, we'll roll the shoulders back, rock forward on the sit bones, hands go up, and then we reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, stay. Hands come down. Notice which side feels tighter than the other one. You're feeling more of a pull on the left or the right. Go ahead and come up. Bring the knees together. If you're on a blanket, go ahead and shimmy off the blanket. Set it wherever you want for your Shavasana. Grab your block, and we'll go ahead and lay down. Now I want you to set the block on the left side of your mat on the highest setting. And then if you need to adjust it, you can. Bring your right knee into your chest. Hands on top of the knee. Extend your left leg out nice and long. Flex both feet as if you're standing on them. Right arm's going to go out to the side, palm on the ground. Exhale, you'll take your knee over to the left. Now, it's very important that you try to keep your scapula and your shoulders on the mat and move more with the hips and the legs. And then you can move that block underneath your left knee if you want that little extra support. Or if you don't want it, you don't have to use it, which is a little extra bonus today. We'll come back to center. Right hand's going to come onto the knee, left arm goes out to the side, palm up, and then open the right knee out to the side. Bend your left knee, set the left foot on the floor. Bring your right knee back into your chest, cross your right ankle over your left knee, and then lift your left leg up into the sky. Use that foot to push the leg closer to you. Go ahead and uncross, give it a little shake in the air. Both feet come down. Move the block to the right if you wanted to use that. Left knee will come into the chest, right leg's gonna extend out, both feet flexed. Right hand on the knee, left arm extends out, palm on the floor. Exhale, take the twist. Knee's gonna go over to the right. Trying to keep the scapula and the shoulder on the floor as much as possible. If you wanna use the block underneath the knee, you can. If you're like, wow, that block is really far away, well, I'll use that. Come back to center, left hand on the knee, right hand on the right hip, open the left leg out to the side. Right hand on the hip, just keep it a little more grounded. We'll bend the right knee, set the right foot on the floor, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and then lift the right leg up, pushing that foot closer to you. Uncross the legs, kind of give them a shake out in the air. And then we're going to come into a full happy baby pose. So bring the hands on the insides of the knees, grab the pinky toe sides of the feet, open the knees out to the side, feet up towards the ceiling. Come back to center. Take the feet down. And then your choice, do any poses that you would like to do right now before we finish our practice, before we come into our Shavasana. You can come into Baddha Konasana, you can do another little twist. You can extend the arms and legs out. You can keep the feet on the floor, not the knees together. If it feels more comfortable to lay on your side or your belly, feel free to do that instead. Feel free to maneuver at any point during your Shavasana. I don't like this idea that you have to stay in one position. You can't move. Life is all about moving, changing, and shifting, as is our yoga practice. Allow the breath just to flow in and out, don't force it. Give yourself the space just to be, to allow all of that heat and that movement to just settle and digest into the body. Again, to deepen your breath. Bringing the awareness into your body to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a moment to move or stretch in any way that you need to before rolling off to your right side, making a pillow with your arm or with your blanket. When you're ready, you can come up to a nice comfortable seat. Legs can be crisscrossed or extended out in front of you. Bring it nice and tall, stretching the hands in the lap or on your knees. Closing the eyes. Taking a couple of minutes with our breath. A slight pause at the end of the year. Last few minutes of our practice. This year has had a lot of negativity surrounding it, and I want to bring a positive light to it. And I want you to think about something that you learned about yourself this year. Maybe you learned that you could do something you didn't think you could do. Maybe you learned how strong you actually are, how flexible you can be with your routine and schedules. Your right hand onto your belly, and take a few breaths just to yourself. Feeling the body rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. Bringing those hands to prayer in front of your heart and bowing your chin to your chest. Giving yourself a huge thank you for making the time for yourself this year. Whether it's on Zoom, in person, taking an extra hour-long nap. Really thank yourself for making that time. The divine light in me honors, bows, and recognizes the divine light in you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Y'all rock. So nice meeting y'all in the middle of the day. Versus crack acid on or at night. So. Thanks, guys, for an awesome year. It's been really fun. Maybe it'll get shut down for 3 months next year. And if so, that's alright, because, you know, Raquel and I learned how good at YouTube we are, so.
For real. We acquired a new skill.
We did. We acquired a very, very new, very good skill to have. So.
Patience.
Oh, God.
Editing takes forever.
Yeah. Well, we had a few people join us.